da 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 da, and a happy pum 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 over here. Welcome back, my friends. This is BjjBrick Quick. My name is Byron. This is the Jiu-Jitsu podcast here. It's quick. The intro music is hopefully tolerable. I might add a little happy but da 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 somewhere. Today, we're talking about is Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, an art? And we're going to talk a little bit about, for the example of, like, and I don't really know much about art, but like painting by numbers and Bob Ross. And I picked Bob Ross because I think it's somebody that we all probably know, and painting by numbers. And we're going to talk about art. And is this what we're doing a form of art? We had a few episodes on these. I've got a few ideas I want to discuss with you on these podcasts. So paint by numbers, what is that? I really guess I don't even know. I've heard of it before. I've never done it. But I think it's you get a kind of drawn picture that has a whole bunch of little segments. Like if you use that little fill bucket on the old notepad, it would fill in whatever is in the box. And so it's this segment is 14, and you go get color 14, you color that in, and you hit all the 14s, and then you go get color 20, and you put the 20. It's probably enjoyable, but it doesn't really take a lot of creativity. But in the end, you'll have a picture of something that you made. Or kind of, I guess, that you work. Hopefully, I guess if you're like me, you don't see the lines very well, and it's not even that good, even paint by numbers. Bob Ross, on the other hand, now he also had a system. I'm not super familiar with this, but I believe it was, if you listen to him talk, he'll tell you what colors he's using. He uses a canvas that he puts, like, usually white, and it's kind of a wet glaze all over everything. It lets the paint kind of glide around, and he's teaching you within that system. But he's encouraging you to, do you want to put a tree over here, or do you want to add, this here? We're going to put some clouds up, but however you do the clouds is up to you. And then, if you mess up a cloud a little bit, that's just part of your learning process, or, sometimes clouds look kind of weird, and he kind of had that style. But once you learn that, you could really explore within that and kind of paint any landscape that you want, I assume. I hope I'm not too much out of my area of knowledge I know there's a whole big horde of Bob Ross bod. That's the Bob Ross lifted weights. Bob Ross fans that are going to come after me, if I mess up any of this. I know you guys are out there, and you guys are ravenous for accurate Bob Ross depictions in podcasting. Hope I'm doing him justice. So let's drag this back out of the mat. It's already been 3 minutes. This is a quick podcast here. When you're first learning jiu-jitsu, hopefully you have a beginner's class. Maybe you're thrown in with everybody, but you're picking up, how to do a takedown, how to do a basics. This is the easiest sweep. I want to show you this, and okay, here's what happens in an armbar. Here's the mechanics of the armbar. It's kind of a bridge between like learning the paint by numbers. Okay, you're in mount, armbar. This square, paint it this red. Like here is the answer to what you should be doing. As you learn these things, you'll get better in an understanding of it. And you can kind of slide more into the Bob Ross side of the painting, I almost said picture, and be able to understand that, okay, he added one tree, or maybe there's no trees on the right side of the painting. I want to put a whole forest over there. He has shown me how. I know how to do this. Time to do that. Okay, coach has shown me how to do, 4 different arm bars. And I might like the first one better, but this situation, my training partner or opponent is defending my favorite arm bar. I have a second one. And then I can combine that with a triangle choke or whatever. And you take what was a paint by numbers, do it this way, or you're kind of wrong, and it graduates to use this system, and work within it to make your own thing happen. So that's kind of where we got Bob Ross. I think I did it. Did I make this happen? Does it make sense? And also, I think Bob Ross is, he's kind of like a positive. There's a documentary on Bob Ross. Maybe I should have watched that because maybe he was some major, maybe there was problems with that. But in the show, at least he appeared to be a very nice guy. And I'm sure there was something to it. If they make a documentary, it's got to be some sort of a sell on getting you to watch it. Anyway, he just keeping a light attitude towards painting and enjoying the process and trying to improve. But even if you mess up, it's, you tap and you try it again, and it's just a piece of canvas and some paints, and you're just exploring, how to paint better and how to do jiu-jitsu better. In the long run, you'll be a better painter. In the long run, hopefully you'll be better at jiu-jitsu as you learn these things and make your mistakes. And mistakes on the mat are good as long as you're not getting injured. Mistakes on the canvas are good as long as you continue to learn, I guess. I should really paint a little bit if I'm going to keep doing podcasts about painting. But I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. That's what I have time for. And I guess podcasting. If you've enjoyed this show, you could support us on Patreon, or you can buy an audiobook in our store on BjjBrick.com. If you can't find us on Patreon, go to BjjBrick.com, and there'll be a link there as well. And ask that you support. Like, the best way, I crank out 5 of these a week. Supporting per month is the easiest way, because that way you're not kicking in $1 per episode is a ridiculous amount of money to support a podcast if they produce 5 a week. I feel that seems high. But if you just say, hey, I want to kick you $1 or $2 a month, or whatever you feel comfortable with, I greatly appreciate that. Hope you have a great day, and all your accidents are happy today. Happy little accidents, like Bob Ross would say. And stay sweaty, my friends.